Cheap Seats episode, I believe this got to be 63. 63 seems right. We missed a week. I apologize about that.
Yep.
Shit happens. But we got Bryce. We have Dalton. No shocker, Nick's not here again.
Shocker. Hey,
And-
look what I just got for the TikTok shop. I buy 2 things, I get $100 to spend. Let's go.
Is that real shit?
Yeah, I haven't bought anything
TikTok
from
shop?
the TikTok shop, but
Anything I see on TikTok shop, I automatically think it's like a scam of some sort.
not all of it's a scam. It's gonna either be super shitty or somewhat decent.
And TikTok shop has fucking ruined TikTok, all right? It's ruined TikTok because half the stuff on my TikTok is just people trying to sell me stuff.
But if you don't like it, it doesn't come back.
Oh, no, it comes back.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Not for
You
me.
want to know how many times I've seen the same fucking ad for this stupid, like, forearm grower where, like, it's just a grip strength thing?
Never seen it. Not
I
once.
see. Oh, you bought that? No, you did not.
The fact that
they're at mom's house back home.
Buddy's drinking out of the reusable aluminum Bali cup, by the way.
The reusable Bali cup, dude. Where'd you even get that? Where do you buy those?
Walmart.
You can buy them at Walmart?
Yeah.
Or isn't that like the same
They're
people
like
that make jars?
Yeah, they're like $5 for what, like a 6-pack or a 4-pack? Or like $10.
Now, did you buy those?
No. I bought a 10-pack for $5.
Oh. But I can buy a whole
Ooh, excuse me.
case of Solo cups for like $3.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's not good for the environment, Bryce.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
I got a Stone Brewing cup in here. I got a Snoopy Christmas mug from my grandmother.
Oh, nice. You want to bet that Stone Brewing cup is stolen?
Not stolen. I
Dude,
bought it
people
from
do that.
B-Dubs.
People do that all the time. Whenever they go to like a restaurant or something, they go to B-Dubs. People would always take the cups.
Bro,
like, hide
doesn't
them under their shirt.
Mason
I don't know
have
what
like a
you're
whole
talking
shit
about
ton of
there.
them?
People never do that.
Allegedly. Maybe.
Doesn't he allegedly have like 20 of them?
I have no idea. I would believe it. Not to throw Mason under the bus, but I believe he allegedly would have a bunch of cups from Buffalo Wild Wings. And I believe Dalton probably has a cup from Buffalo Wild Wings that he may or may not have paid for. What do you have to say about that, Dalton? Huh? What do you have to say about that?
I may or may not have taken a couple.
Fucking thieves.
Fucking loser.
Lock them up, boys. Lock them up.
Lock them up.
Get out of jail on free balloon day. I can just...
You motherfucker.
We stole a balloon.
All right. What did they say?
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Yep.
I think that's what it would happen.
They shut the door and then it's like, all right, get out. Like, as soon as they shut the door and then
what would Buffalo Wild Wings even do though if they saw you walking out with their cup?
I feel like they just let it go.
Pretty much.
Dude,
like if someone says something, what if you just keep walking?
Walk out. Their drinks.
Well,
are cold,
California
they get a
doesn't
refund,
count.
leave, and they just leave. And
Well,
no
people
one
just
cares.
steal shit from California stores, anyways.
Because isn't there like it's not a criminal act to steal
Unless you steal over I think it's over $900 worth of stuff, then it's a crime.
Yeah,
it's
that's a
shoplifting.
crime. But like if you just want to go in there and steal a PS5, say, hey, can I get this PS5 and then just walk out the front door? Yeah, you can do that.
I've seen plenty of videos of people just walking into stores and like taking stuff there and then like they
Leaving. They just leave.
just leaving. And like the people who work there like just don't care because
they're
can't
told,
do anything about it.
not to do it.
Yeah,
'cause
they're
it's not a
told not
crime.
to stop them. They're like, all right, it's not worth
Right.
the employee liability or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you get that one video though where like these guys tried to go to Best Buy and steal these phones, and then the Best Buy employees like set up like a whole
Tackle them.
offensive line, bro.
Yeah.
They went into a cover 3 zone on
Full
them.
on the form, tackled them.
They got in a 6th sense. They were ready. Yeah. They were ganging up on it.
I bet you they hip drop tackled.
Yeah, dude. Could ban that hip drop tackle. No, they went like to the full like you know how people play basketball and they get in defensive stance, they like pull the shorts up or like pull the pants up. They were doing that.
Yeah.
They were prepared. I think we need more of that in America. We need more of defending our electronics,
Well, we just
defending our
need
merchandise.
people who aren't fucked up in the head.
Oh, that's a lot to ask for.
You know what I
nowadays.
saw? I saw a TikTok video. It was something about how they There's the Department of Interior Services. They give out the food stamps and stuff.
Yeah.
They said that they're proud that they give out over 46 million
Oh.
food stamps.
We're getting political.
No. I just no. This is what I saw, and then
Yeah.
they're like,
No PRP. No PRP.
then they're like, but the department, like the DNR, Department of Natural Resources, says in the in the parks, please do not feed the animals.
Yes.
Because they think that the animals will become too dependent on humans, on free handouts.
Oh.
And he said, now let that sink in. And I was like, oh, shit.
Big brain move there. I let that one marinate.
Let that one simmer, marinate, and then simmer.
Wow.
Put it on a broil for about
There you
$3.75
go.
for an hour.
Bryce's angry political dad rant for the day.
Yeah, there it is.
You got it there.
Only 5 minutes in.
Yeah, only 5 minutes in. We're
Yeah,
already
it's
getting to
done.
politics. All
Out
right.
of it. It's not a
We were
political
incorporating
statement.
one
I'm not
podcast
trying to be
with
left or
3D
right. It's just I saw the video and I thought it was interesting because
That's fair.
it's true.
It's true. Yeah.
It's true.
not wrong.
There's I'm not.
That's fact.
It's not like I'm spitting out bullshit. It's true.
Right. Yeah. So should we talk about some football related things?
Yeah,
now?
get off the fucking spin wheel here. Let's get back on
We
the.
don't do that no more. Fuck.
So it's pretty hard when it's the off season, but there's some new uniforms, like a lot of new uniform
uniforms, yeah.
sets, and I wanted to
Texans, I
kind of
know,
talk
right?
about each one. The Texans, yeah, let's talk about the Texans first
Straight
because
heat.
the Texans had no right to go that hard. The best out of all the ones we're going to talk about, best uniform sets. I don't know how they did it, but
Their alternates nice.
every single one of them is good.
Their throwbacks nice.
Dude, the
Alternates
all red.
nice.
Yeah, the all red. They got like the bull horn on the
Yes.
helmet.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Pretty dope.
What do you think about the H-Town unis with the H on there?
like
It's
it.
like the light blue.
I would honestly. No, I have to take another look at the jerseys, but I would if I like them. I'd probably buy one.
I
I'd
like
probably
them.
buy a Stroud one.
That'd be sick.
Why not?
Yeah.
Sketch, what's good, brother?
Look 'em up.
I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently Sketch tore his ACL like playing football with Caleb Williams and it was one other guy. I forget who. Oh, Speed. But I just saw that on like TikTok before we started recording. And that's
Oh, I
kinda
saw
crazy.
me. I saw me absolutely dusted Speed. Like Speed got his ankles broke.
I believe it. But no, those Texans unis, fire. Honestly, the best one so far.
Those are
We
the only
posted
new
something
unis
on it,
I see.
right?
I'm gonna have to look them up as we talk about the rest of that.
Yeah. Well, there's about like 3 or 4 different teams. that got
Oh
new
yeah, I
uniforms.
definitely buy a Stroud because I like the red and with the blue outline.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And it's like is that a dark blue or it's black, right? Yeah,
dark blue.
It looks like it's black.
Yeah, it's just like a really dark blue. The home uniforms are even a lot better too. Like the one thing that I really like about them, instead of just having the red collar like their old uniforms had, there's like a lining of white on the collar, which really makes them pop. It like makes it feel more like Texas, I guess, because you got the red, white, and blue and all that jazz. So,
Yeah,
but I would probably say that one's the best so far.
yeah, no. The Broncos throwbacks are pretty good though.
The Broncos
Their
throwbacks are really good.
regular uniforms are fucking hideous. God,
They're not that bad.
they are disgusting.
They're really not that bad, and they get too much fucking hate.
I don't give a fuck. They are disgusting.
It's so much better than the stupid fucking stripe that goes up to here. I mean, those just look dated. I understand people don't like them. I like them though. Like on the shoulder too, it's got like the mountain kind of there, and maybe a little too much triangles. A lot of people don't like all the
A
triangles.
lot of fucking triangles. A lot of everything is fucked up with that.
And I don't like the 5.280 on the front for like the elevation of Denver. I feel like that's a little corny. But everything else about it, I mean, I feel like it's pretty clean. A lot of people hate on it though. They say it looks like a college uniform. They say it looks like a UFL uniform. That's a fucking default thing anyone says though when a team gets new uniforms. They go, oh, fucking UFL or XFL ass uniforms. What do you think, Dalton? What do you think of the Broncos' new unis?
They're not bad. I definitely think they have improvements, but yeah, the 5280 is meh.
Yeah, like that's the one thing where I thought like it's kind of corny. Like it's a little too on the nose. Like, hey, look, we're in the Rocky Mountains. So we need to even tell you that we're in the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah,
so we're gonna put
the ad.
5280 on the front, so you
Well,
know
the
our
ad is
elevation.
literally them in the Rocky Mountains.
Oh yeah, but I don't mind the shoulder stripes. Everyone hates the shoulder stripes. They say it looks like the Chargers. It doesn't look anything like the Chargers. It's a lot more clean. It's a lot more streamlined. And this way too, they can set up like different uniforms and like different combos.
The only thing I like I just wish like the helmet. Oh yeah, the 5280 does look ugly. Like it's orange in every single one. Like they couldn't make it like the blue to match the black blue helmet. Like they couldn't make it blue there, or they couldn't have made like that thing like blue and then made it white.
Yeah, that would have been nice. I think eventually people are going to get used to the Broncos uniforms. I feel like it's one of those where it's such a drastic change that people automatically hate it right away just because everyone hates change. And that's kind of the typical narrative.
But the 77 Classics are good.
Oh, those are fire. A lot of people are saying those
Straight
should be the
fire.
home uniforms, which maybe they're not wrong.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
A lot of people think, though, it kind of loses its mystique, though, if that's the home uniforms. Like they're not, you wouldn't think they're as good if they were the home uniforms all the time.
Yeah.
Which I can't necessarily agree with because I believe the Buccaneers should have the creamsicles all the time. And a lot of people say the same thing about the Buccaneers. They're like, the creamsicles wouldn't be as good if they were worn every day.
True.
Or every game, which I guess, but I just like them too much. What about Detroit's new unis?
Pretty fire. Pretty damn good. You're looking at me like I don't like them.
Seen them.
I have a few gripes with them.
All right, what are your crepes?
Detroit. I'll tell you what. We get you're the Detroit Lions. You don't need to put fucking Detroit in bold letters across your away uniforms. That ruins the whole uni. It looks so ugly. It's so like huge. It says Detroit. The home uniform isn't as bad. Like it says Lions across the chest, but it's not nearly as bad as it saying Detroit. Now the alternate uniforms, bravo, well done. I mean,
do you see what the whole thing? It was Dan Gamble said he's like, when are you gonna bring the black uniforms back? And then they said, when you win the
division, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty sweet. The home uniforms aren't that bad either. I think they're pretty good. Honestly, like I think it boils down to that I just don't like the Lions color scheme.
Blue,
but
white, and silver, and black.
Some with that blue and that silver, like I don't know, it's just not a good color combo to me. Maybe I don't really like the Honolulu blue, but I mean, if they were gonna have to choose a uniform to go back to, they basically went back to their '90s home uniform with just like a modern logo. I could live with it. I mean, it's not awful. So
black and blue alternates though kind of go hard.
Those are really good. Honestly, they should have just had those be the home uniforms, but maybe it's too similar to the Panthers colors then. I'm sure people would
probably
say. But those are fire. I don't think they're that bad though. I mean, they're probably better than the Broncos uniforms.
Just for the fact of
not as good as the Texans though.
No. It goes Texans, Lions, Broncos, Jets.
Yeah. Speaking of the Jets, what do you think of those?
I'm not a big fan.
You don't like them at all? You put them last?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I don't really like I wish they would have I liked what they had before.
Wow. Yeah. You might be the first person that's ever said that. A lot of people don't like, they didn't like those uniforms that they just had. I didn't think they were that bad either.
I didn't think they were. I think they could have stuck with them for another year or two.
They could have. I love these 80s like kind of throwback ones though, where they went back to a classic. The legacy white uniforms they had before were already really good. They wore last year, like for 2 games or 3 games or whatever they wore it for. And now they have a beautiful green uniform to match. They got like an all green set, an all white set, white with green bottoms. Like they got a lot of options. They got the black uniform set, which honestly,
not as nice as the old.
Yeah, honestly, like I don't think the new black uniform set is as nice as their old black uniform set.
The big thing for me is I don't really like the logo.
Oh, you don't like the logo?
Looks a little goofy. The jerseys themselves aren't that bad. It's really the helmet and the logo that's kind of killing it for me. I don't like the helmet logo.
Yeah, I've heard some people say that.
There's no Jets logo on the jersey either, like at all.
Yeah, I guess so. But
I feel like like at least the Packers got one like right here or somewhere on it, you know.
It's a copy back to their original like 80s uniforms. So I've like they're the only team I think so far to do, as long as it goes for like home and away like primary sets, they're the only team to do like the exact uniforms they had before.
Yeah.
Maybe except for the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, when they changed uniforms from like the digital alarm clock numbers to like what they have now, that was pretty much a copy of their old uniforms.
Yeah.
But honestly, I would probably put the Jets right behind the Texans, like 1A, 1B type shit.
I just can't get past
Like
that
the Jets
logo.
white.
Yeah, the Jets white is sweet.
The Jets white with the green. It's just clean, simplistic.
Yeah. Where would you put the Jets, or how would you rank the 4 teams that got like new uniform sets, Dalton?
I'd probably go Texans have to be first. They went hard.
Yeah.
Well, that's a given.
I would put Broncos are last. I don't really like those. And then it's kind of hard to choose between Lions and Jets because they're kind of on the same level for me, rank wise. Because like
Yeah.
they
Better
both
put the
have
Lions over the
some
Jets.
good, but like their whole set is just like kind of a throw
Ma-
off.
Maybe if the Lions didn't put their stupid fucking name
It
across
doesn't
their
look that
chest.
bad,
It's
though.
so bad.
It's not as bad.
Why
as
is
if
it so
was
big?
Shoulder to shoulder.
Why,
You're saying it's like it's shoulder to shoulder. It's not.
Damn
It's
fucking
literally as wide as the numbers.
It's so big. It
It's
looks
not.
ridiculous. It's like when Arizona put fucking Arizona across their chest. You guys are a professional football team. You don't need to do that.
I will say Detroit across the chest is better than when with the Broncos put in the elevation. I would rather.
The elevation is
I
dumb.
disagree with that, but
No one gives
elevation
a
is
shit
dumb.
about elevation.
yeah,
cool.
but like,
It's Mile High Stadium.
it's not as bold and out there. It's like on the helmet. It's not across it. Now it'd be.
But the fact of the matter is they got to wear that all year round. They're not going to be They're not going to be 5,280 feet above sea level down in fucking Florida.
Yeah, I guess, but like it's their charm.
It's so dumb.
It's like
so dumb.
Maybe that's why the Broncos uniform kind of has like a college feel for some teams, or not some teams, like some people. Because a lot of like college teams, they'll do the little quirky fucking like home stuff, where I'm trying to think of examples, but like they'll put Ohio State, maybe they'll put like fucking Buckeyes. Well, that's a team name, but I'm trying to think of like a team. I can't really think of a good example, honestly. But
I don't know, Tennessee. I don't know.
Yeah.
They don't really do. Maryland's known for some crazy jerseys.
Yeah. Maryland will have like the whole pattern and shit, and like they got the individual stuff for like TCU. They'll do like frogs on there, even though they're like the horned frogs. But I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. But I agree with your rankings for the most part. I would say I would probably go Texans, Jets, Lions, Broncos. I feel like the Lions get too much praise though on their uniforms. It's not that good. Do you hear that the Packers might get a white helmet? That's the rumor.
White helmet?
Yeah, like a white helmet.
Would that be?
I do not think that's gonna go good.
You don't think it's gonna go good?
Well, it depends on which they go with the logo. If they go like green G, or if they do a yellow G.
I think it would be the standard like white G with the green background and the yellow outline. I think that's what they would do. I don't think there's no way they fuck with the G.
True.
You couldn't fuck with the G. Like you can't change that logo at all. It would have to stay. That fucking logo right there and that one on the helmet there, it would have to stay like that. There's no way you put like the white to yellow
what would they do
or
with the
green
stripe,
to
though?
white.
Would they do both 2 green stripes and then a yellow one down the middle? If it's a white helmet.
Yeah, probably green stripes.
And then the white big one. I mean, the yellow big one in the middle.
Yeah, I think that's probably what they would do.
No.
That's not as bad as like messing with the logo though. The logo's got to stay the same.
Look good.
No, you don't think so?
Personally, I don't think an all white helmet is gonna look good for the.
If they do white face masks, it'd look pretty good.
Ooh, that might not be bad.
If they do a white metallic instead of just solid white metallic will make it, or a white pearl, that'll make it look better.
Well, I think they're like essentially trying to wear it with their white color rush uniforms right now. So like a whiteout kind of look. So the white pants, white jersey,
Yeah.
maybe kind of looks like a Q-tip.
Yeah, okay, that might
But
be if they're trying to put it with their white uniforms. That's too much.
too much
Personally,
white?
that is too much.
I mean, you're not gonna stick it on the green one.
All white uniforms are not bad.
I feel like you stuck on a regular uniform, it would look a little goofy.
Well, you can't do it. Would be sacrilegious to wear a white helmet with
And
the
you
green
can't not
uniform.
wear yellow with the.
You
like-
gotta. The Packers uniform should not be fucked with at all, except
No.
for the alternates.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the home uniforms. Don't mess with the away uniforms.
Give us some wacky ass color fucking alternate or something, dude.
If they did like a city edition uniform like the NBA did, I wouldn't even be mad, dude. I think that'd be cool. As long as you keep the traditional.
I wish they would do a city like that. I wish
That's
the
what the
NFL
NFL should
did
do.
cities, kind of like because I love Oklahoma City's one. It's like all like I can't even
Oh,
think of it right now, but
yeah, I think I know what you're
like
talking about.
and then like not the 49ers. Golden State, theirs is like they do like the Chinatown look, and it's like
Yeah.
yes.
I think we might see going forward more teams doing like a kind of like a wacky alternate because I don't know if you heard, but the NFL approved teams to have a third helmet shell now, like
Yeah, I heard that.
because there was only one for a while, then it went up to 2 last year, or was that the year before? It doesn't really matter, but now they're up to 3, and the Texans are kind of taking advantage of that, where they have a blue helmet, they have a red helmet, and now like I don't know if they use a different shell for their H-Town uniforms, but it's got like a completely different look compared to their like typical uniform set. It introduces a new color. I could see a lot of teams doing that, doing like a kind of out there different thing, and like a lot of leagues are adopting that. Like the NBA's been doing that forever, maybe almost to the point where it's overkill in the NBA, where teams are wearing like different colors that aren't their traditional sets. But the MLB's like introduced it with the City Connects. I'm pretty sure hockey has like they call them like the reverse retros, which are like retro jerseys those teams used to wear, but like inverted colors. So I could see the NFL starting to get on that train. The issue is though is that the NFL only plays 17 games a season, so it's a lot harder for them to work in like these uniforms, and they probably wear them like once a year. So
Let's say one game, and if you want to buy them, they're probably limited quantities and shit. So
they should just go back to Thursday night football having like color rush or like different uniforms.
Yeah, but Roger Goodell is commissioner in the No Fun League. So.
Yeah.
Hey Raj, Big Raj, if I doubt you're
Big
listening to
Raj.
this, Big Raj, make the NFL fun again.
Think anyone ever calls him Big Raj?
I'm calling him Big Raj.
Think his wife calls him Big Raj?
Probably not. The way he's been passing NFL rules, he doesn't seem like he's Big Raj.
No,
Not downstairs.
So. Below average Raj. Please make the league better.
He probably drives a fucking big ass Denali or Yukon or maybe some fucking Porsche 911.
Fun size. Well, fun size minus the fun. But what do you do? What do you do? Yeah. I don't think any other teams that I know of are supposed to get different uniforms. So
not yet. Well, no, the Niners just got theirs a few years ago, didn't they?
They got like those alternates that are
all white, right?
All white set. They have a red set too. It's like a throwback to like the 90s, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of crazy too when we get back around to the point where like uniforms we saw when we were younger are going to be throwbacks.
Yeah.
Just wait until the Dolphins come out with like the like one with the fucking dolphin wearing the helmet and like the sunburst. And
I don't know why they changed the logo. I like the old Dolphins logo.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was pretty good. The new one's not bad. It's definitely not fierce or menacing like Nick says.
No.
Fuck you, Nick.
Yeah, fuck you, Nick.
He was just terrified of dolphins.
Apparently.
He is?
He's got to be. No, we just like
he doesn't even live in a like 1,000-mile radius from dolphins.
No. It's just like some old school lore from the podcast where I think we did like not a uniform. We were doing like logo reviews, and he was trying to tell me the dolphin on that logo was better because it looked fierce.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, see, the issue is when you pick like a cute or cuddly animal as your mascot, it's pretty hard to make it look fierce. Like this dolphin looks more intimidating, I'd say, but like you can't make a dolphin intimidating.
Like the fucking Florida Gators. That's intimidating.
That's intimidating.
Yeah.
Like you got to pick a
Michigan
badass name.
Wolverines.
That's sick.
Wisconsin Badgers.
Yeah. Now
Ducks is a little
Oregon Ducks.
quack.
Hey, Ducks can
Minnesota
fucking,
Golden
get 'em in
Gophers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Miami Dolphins. Like there's not really like
I mean, the Green Bay Packers don't sound that menacing either.
right, fair enough. Yeah, but that was like more of a history type of deal.
Yeah.
The Indian Packing Company is what we were. If you could rename the Packers, like if you could rename the Green Bay football team, what would you name it?
I don't even know. I can't
He's got
think.
nothing.
I can't think of anything.
I don't know. I think it'd definitely be difficult. The Bucks is a good name for Milwaukee. Like
Yeah.
if it was Green Bay, like Bucks or Green Bay White. You don't really want to be named something though
Green
that
Bay
like
Whitetails.
maybe Milwaukee Bucks is a shitty name because that's like something that gets hunted.
Well, it's part of
It is prey.
Wisconsin
Yes.
culture.
But it's prey. Like if you look at it from that perspective, it's prey. It's preyed upon.
I think if Wisconsin wasn't called the Wisconsin Badgers, you could probably do the Green Bay Badgers.
Good. Green Bay Muskies. That'd be good.
Green Bay Tiger Muskies?
That would be sick, dude.
That does sound sick.
New Arena League football team. We're gonna rename the Blizzard. Name the Tiger Muskies.
Yeah.
That's actually a sick name.
The Gamblers is pretty cool, but that's the hockey team.
Yeah, that's sick too. That's a good name.
Green Bay Gamblers.
Yeah, and then you guys got like the cowboy with the ace up the sleeve and all that. Like that's a cool name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of any other teams that have like shitty names. Oregon State Beavers, like Beavers, not that intimidating.
Yeah.
Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals not very intimidating.
Cardinals is pretty shitty.
Like that's hard to make sound intimidating.
Browns.
Yeah, Browns isn't great either, is it? I take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you know it's bad when your team name goes up when you go to use the bathroom.
Now this is just me. I know it's history, but the Patriots kind of. I get that like they were like the founding, and everything,
Yeah.
but like, and I get it's good for New England because that's where it all happened and shit. But like,
Yeah.
to us over in the Midwest, it doesn't sound that tough.
I don't think Patriots is
The
that
Jets, New York Jets.
bad. Fuck the Jets. It's a joke I can make. I'm not gonna make. I'm not gonna.
I know what joke you're gonna make. Don't do it.
Yeah.
It was named before that specific date.
Yeah, bad outlook on that. But fuck, I just had one too. Funny fact about the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are not named after the bird, the raven. They are named after the poem by Edgar Allan Poe called The Raven, he was from Baltimore, and that's why they're the Ravens.
Oh, really?
And that's
Nice.
why the three mascots of the Ravens are named Edgar, Allan, and Poe.
Oh.
So, in turn, the Baltimore Ravens name fucking sucks.
I mean,
Because it's
ultimately though, Edgar Allan Poe is one of the best poets of all time.
like you read poetry.
I had poetry in high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You've been a big Edgar Allan Poe fan.
No, it's just like that's what our teacher was like telling us. Like we did a whole like lesson on like important like poets and
Can
shit.
you name another one of his poems?
No, I don't know the names of the poems. I'm just saying he was like one of the big ones though.
I guess so. I can't believe you pulled that out of your pocket though. You're just like, he's actually one of the best of all time.
Well,
Like, Bryce, you
that's
don't-
just the way
you
my
don't read
teacher was
poetry.
hyping him up. No, I wasn't. It's just like something went like click, and I'm like, oh wait, I have that knowledge back there.
I pictured
my
you
God,
in a
we got his
turtleneck
brain
smoking
working
a
for-
cigarette for a second. Funny fact, actually, Edgar Allan Poe is one of the best poets of all time. Hipster bar drinking a craft beer.
Ravens are terrifying. I hated poetry.
Yeah.
I
Poetry's
sucked at it,
terrifying.
but I got a B
is
plus,
everything
A minus in that class, so I don't care.
Never took a poetry class. Never had that in high school.
It's just like a subject in English.
Yeah, we'd go over it sometimes a little bit. but there's never like a dedicated poetry class, and I definitely would not take a dedicated poetry class. But hey, if it's an easy credit, my friend, it's an easy credit. You know?
Jarrett,
it was
we took a
pretty
class
alright.
where you watched Survivor.
Yeah, pretty much.
We watched fucking Dead Poet Society in that one.
Oh, there you go.
That's a good movie.
Fuck, what's a new team name? I'm trying to think of that's not
Texans. That's kind of
It's okay. Texans
Okay.
is not
Nah,
bad.
don't fuck with
Cowboys.
Texans. Mess with Texans.
It's okay. Commanders
okay.
gay.
Commanders is pretty bad.
So
We-
you know
Yeah,
what?
what
Can
are
I
the
say? I'm just gonna
Commanders?
say it. Bring back the Redskins.
Yeah, that's fine. There's like apparently Native Americans pushing.
Yeah,
for the
Native
Redskins to come
Americans are
back.
pissed off because it was being honored.
Yeah,
They thought it was an honor because it was like the chief that was on there was like a fighting chief.
yeah, and they like then they originally I don't know if it was a different group that like that got it banned first or whatever, but now there's another group suing the
group that banned
Washington the Washington Commanders in order to try to get the Redskins back. So
Just bring it back and make America better.
yeah,
I think it was one of my teacher and classmates the other day was talking about how there was more white people pushing to get the Redskin name banned than actual.
Yeah, it's because it's a whole bunch
that
of.
sounds about right.
It's racist. It's so racist and degenerative.
Yeah,
Karen needs to learn to keep it in her mouth.
yeah,
Yeah, just fucking go about your day. Don't worry about other people's shit.
right.
People worry about other people too much.
It's one
Fucking
of-
grow a set of balls and just live life.
yeah, it's one of those things where they feel like they need to be a savior, but somehow
They need to feel important when they're not important.
yeah. Then
Everybody needs to learn that until something actually happens or you do something with your life, you're just a little speck in the world.
pretty much.
You're pretty much just a little fucking dust particle
Well,
in the
people
universe.
worry about too much stuff they don't need to worry about. That's what it is. Like,
You just live like Bob Marley. Don't worry, be happy.
yeah, you cannot speak for other people and like claim that they don't like this or that without actually being in connection with them and
Yeah.
talking to them and understanding what they like. Like,
Yeah, and that's the problem.
if someone like proposed an idea to me about something and they're like, hey, I think Bryce would like this, or like, I don't think Bryce would put up with this. I don't think he would enjoy this, or that. I could give insight on that because I know you. Right?
Yeah. But like a random person?
Yeah. But like if some random person was like, no, you shouldn't say that to him because that's offensive, or like say it was something about the UP or something.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, no, he wouldn't take that well. Or like, you don't know him. So
Yeah.
like, you can't speak for that person.
Yeah. Just shut the fuck up.
Right. God, fucking people. Wow.
People just fucking
Going down the rabbit hole on that one, huh?
Well, it's just people are fucking. They
This
just
is
piss
a-
us off. People piss. People piss me.
People do piss.
Shut up.
you
People-
paused at the
I
wrong
know what you
time.
mean.
You're
I
like,
know.
people piss. I'm like, yeah, they do. Animals do too.
You
Believe
should hear
that.
you should hear the comments people make about my job.
Oh, trust me, I believe it. I
Yeah.
believe it. And you know where they deserve? They should be on. They should be there with you.
Yeah.
They should go through, all that shit. Go ship them out over there where we're sending all our money. Then we'll see. I'm gonna go fight in the Ukraine war. See how they like it then.
Oh, we're really off the deep end here. Quick pivot here.
Fuck it.
Draft tomorrow.
Yes,
This is going to come out after the draft. So, if you were to predict, let's just make some bold predictions here of what's going.
JJ's going first round.
Is that bold though? I feel like he's already going to go first.
No, you say he's gonna
What
go
team
second.
is he going to go to? If
I can see him going to the Vikings.
I buy the Vikings, I do.
As much as I hate to see him on the Vikings would pick him up.
Well, the Vikings do have the 11th and the 23rd pick, so if they want to trade up to get him, they
But
can get him.
I can see them getting him at the 11th
Yeah,
for sure if they
it
wanted
really
to.
is. Honestly, I kind of believe it too because I don't know. I feel like teams might be desperate for a quarterback, so they could trade up. But like maybe it's a situation like last year where we thought Will Levis was going to go fourth, and he didn't go till the start of the second round.
Yeah,
So like I feel that the first three quarterbacks off the board are definitely going to be Caleb Williams.
bust.
I doubt that, but
He's going to be
maybe.
a bust.
Drake May, probably the Commanders. They're saying either Drake May or Jaden Daniels. We don't really know who the Commanders want. I mean, they've kept it pretty secret.
I think it's going to be Drake May more than Jordan Daniels.
I would think it would be Drake May too over Jaden Daniels, but
Well, Jaden? I thought it was Jordan.
Jaden.
Jaden, my bad.
Patriots at 3. There was rumors of them maybe trading the pick. Sounds like they're staying, is what I heard. Like, there's no more rumors of that anymore. So
Well, who would they pick up? They'd probably pick up a quarterback, eh?
yeah, so Jaden Daniels would be the pick, or Drake May. I mean, either or.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison Jr., pretty good wide receiver prospect. He's like one of the best wide receiver prospects in recent memory. They could take him. I mean, if you don't want to just bank
Here's
your future on a quarterback.
Blake Corum, first round.
Blake Corum may go in first round.
Yeah, he is.
Bold prediction. But that's a
You
bias.
said that's a bold take.
That's a biased prediction.
I don't give a fuck if it's a bias.
Coming from the Michigan fans,
I don't
Blake
give
Corum's going to
a
go first round.
fuck.
That's
Keisha.
like me saying Braylon Allen's going top 10. He's probably not. Braylon Allen probably isn't getting picked till the third round. As much as I love him.
Middle of second. Give him middle of second.
Could, maybe. He's I've heard his scouting report is a bigger version of A.J. Dillon. Which, A.J. Dillon's good,
He's
but
a tank, bro.
as much as I love A.J. Dillon, obviously I have the jersey here. Great guy. Does a lot of stuff outside the community.
He's a big community guy.
Huge for the team, and he's a great locker room guy. But not like a feature back anywhere. And that's kind of what I hear about Braylon Allen.
You got to have those guys that hold the team together.
Yeah.
They're okay. But, if they're saying he's like A.J. Dillon now, maybe he has room to improve.
Yeah. And I think that there's like a high low to everything too. So maybe as high as Derrick Henry because he has a similar build. But people are saying he doesn't have the same top end speed, which I kind of get. But maybe the low is if your low is AJ Dillon though, that's not even bad. Like there's a lot worse out there you could be if your low end is AJ Dillon.
Yeah.
So maybe his low end's more similar to like a worse back. I'm trying to think of who, but
can't even think
Trent
of
Richardson was pretty bad. He's not really the same body type though.
Forgot about him.
But maybe that's something that happens. I think a bold take is that Bo Nix goes in the first round, quarterback out of Oregon, and Penix doesn't go till the second because of injury history. So a team probably trades up late to get Bo Nix. I don't really know what team that would be. There's a lot of teams that are going to need quarterbacks, but we could see something like that happen. I think the Packers, as much as I hate to say it as a Packers fan,
they're probably going to pick some O-line.
I think so. But
probably a left tackle.
They have such a history of taking defense in the first round. Do you think that changes this time around?
I mean, what was it? We got pretty good line. I mean, we could use a nice outside rush.
They definitely need an offensive lineman, I think.
But we might be able to get that early second round.
I hope they take Tanner. Tanner probably won't go till like third round or something. No,
I'd be happy with.
I hope he goes.
Even though he just broke his leg this last season, but just like walking on it, he showed up at the draft day, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, the Packers go O-line first round. I want to see them pick. Graham Barton out of Duke is supposed to be pretty good, and he can play guard too. So I would take someone like him. I don't think J.C. Latham will be there out of Alabama. He's pretty good. Amarius Mims out of Georgia. That guy's a beast. He's a
tank.
6'9", like huge over he's got to be close to 350. Dude's probably a beast. More. He's an athletic freak, and that's the exact type of player the Packers love to draft. They love to draft guys who are just athletic freaks.
Did you see? I saw a thing. It was on CBS. It was on Lambeau Leapers on Instagram. It was like, man, to have another draft class like this when we picked up Clay Matthews and was it BJ Raji?
I think they were the same draft class. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And it was like, man, to have another draft class like this, and BJ Raji was like 252nd, and like Clay Matthews was like 150th or whatever.
I almost feel like we had a similar draft last year of the Packers have always been history-wise pretty good at drafting. Last year.
Not dog shit. So
last year they had a great draft. They took Lucas Van Ness in the first round, which wasn't even the best player from that draft that we got. But Jaden Reed, bald, both our tight ends, Tucker Kraft, Luke Musgrave, very good. Got Dontavian Wicks in the 7th round, and he was a huge piece last year, and he's only going to get better this year. So good history with offensive weapons and hitting outside the first round because typically, the Packers don't take offensive weapons like wide receiver or tight end in the first round. So I don't really think we need to add any of those pieces. I think the biggest needs for the Packers are
defense.
Yeah, I would say safety to pair with Xavier McKinney, a corner. So I think they
Maybe
could
a
either go
linebacker.
safety or corner. I think middle linebackers
Middle
definitely
linebacker
need
would probably be
because we don't have Devondre Campbell anymore.
no.
We have
That's
Quay
sad.
Walker, who's pretty good.
Yeah.
But who else? You have Eric Wilson and Isaiah McDuffie. That's the other guy too.
Preston Smith floats around up there too.
Yeah,
He's getting a little bit older though.
it's true. And I think they probably take a linebacker. And I don't think they take a linebacker to the second round, though, is my guess. Because there's no like,
we got to pick O line first round.
Yeah, I would say probably O line first round.
Second round's linebacker.
We have 2 picks in the second round too. So
linebacker and then a corner, or a corner then linebacker probably.
Yeah, I think offensive line. As long as like I heard, there's a lot of teams that want to trade up for offensive linemen. If we can get one of the good old linemen in the first round, definitely take them. In the second round, linebacker, just because there's not enough like good off-ball linebackers who are going to go in the first round, but we could definitely go into the second. And then I would like to see them take a DB, whenever that be safety or corner. I mean,
you could train a safety to play corner and a corner to play safety.
Yeah,
like maybe they
depends on their skill set.
Maybe they played safety in high school and then they got moved to corner.
I think it's a lot more easy for a corner to transition to safety than a safety to transition to corner, just because you need that certain level of speed to play corner, where a lot of guys, like once they kind of get older, they get moved from corner to safety just because they don't have that same top level speed to like maintain with wide receivers. So they have them sit over the top. But Cooper DeJean out of Iowa, white cornerback, shout out, white legend. But you don't see a lot of white corners. But they're saying he might move to safety, and the Packers could take him.
That'd probably be a good pickup.
I want to see him stay at corner though. That guy's an athletic freak.
Yeah, that would be something. That would be one we pick.
Yeah, right. It would be cool, especially like pairing back up with his teammate Lucas Van Ness, because Lucas Van Ness went to Iowa too. I remember the Lucas VanEss pick last year. I hated it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the Packers will make another pick this year.
I'm pretty sure a lot of us didn't like it. I'm pretty sure a lot of us didn't like it.
Oh, especially when, I mean, I guess at the end of the day it worked out, but Jackson Smith and Jigbo was available at pick 13. Yeah. And we traded up, and I was like,
we picked
oh my God. I was like, are we actually going to take a wide receiver in the first round right now? Is this going to happen? Right here, he's available. And Lucas Van Ness. I'm like, what the fuck, Lucas Van Ness? You didn't even have to trade up for Lucas Van Ness. You could have got him at 15. But we did it. Honestly, the Packers might trade up this year too, because they have 11 picks in the draft. A lot of picks. They have the second most picks in the draft. So they might package up some of that and move up a little bit here and there. We'll see what they do, but I feel like it's going to be a good draft. So I'm excited.
And then you got Carolina, 4 picks in the draft this year.
Yeah, you bum.
No way. You guys only have 4 picks?
Something like that, because we traded a lot of our picks away.
San Fran.
I know you guys have no first round pick. You have a pick. You pick at the first pick of the second round.
Yeah.
What do you think the Panthers need? Everything?
Line, guaranteed. We need
quarterback.
Offensive line's a good pick.
I wouldn't say quarterback yet.
You can't give up on Bryce Young yet.
Yeah, I say because now he knows, like, it was his first like season ever. Like, he had no behind games to like watch an actual.
It was CJ Stroud, brother.
Yeah. Even if though, like, say Bryce Young doesn't work out, say doesn't get any better, you can't pick a quarterback this year because you're basically admitting as a GM that you failed last year. You're admitting that you don't think he's good, and you're taking another quarterback to replace him.
Yeah.
And that's throwing your own ass under the bus.
Well, there's that, and I think the only thing that was rough for Bryce Young this year is like we had no offensive line. They were getting through so quick. Bryce really had no time.
Right. And no receivers.
Better offensive line. Yeah. Receivers and offensive line are definitely top needs.
There's a lot of stuff to build around in Carolina.
Maybe running back. But I mean, Chuba Hubbard's not that bad.
Chuba Hubbard's not that bad, no. You probably could get a decent running back late. So who knows?
Yeah. Well, I was reading an article earlier about off of Carolina's websites, and that they're looking to do offensive line with their first 2 picks.
I believe it. So,
Hey,
hey,
Tanner's name got brought up in their article.
there you go. Get him.
Thinking about it.
Get him in the early rounds. I definitely think it's a very deep offensive line class, so you probably can get a good offensive lineman pretty late. Same thing with wide receiver. This class is really deep for wide receivers. So the Panthers, I mean, they have a lot of options when it comes to their pick at 33 overall. So not too
I think if
bad.
they could
Not
pick up
too
Tanner,
bad.
if they pick up Tanner, that'd be lit. Tanner'd be
That'd be
dope.
sick. There you go. Now you can really get
feel-
a Panthers Bortolini jersey. That'd be sick.
Well, Tanner broke records in the combine.
And he did. He ran the fastest 3-cone drill ever, I think, for an offensive lineman. Like was it for an offensive lineman or was it for an interior offensive lineman? It was something like that, but it's crazy.
Man crushed the combine.
Yeah. Definitely brought up his draft stock a lot, which was awesome. So happy for him. So but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for this episode.
Yeah.
The draft will happen tomorrow. I mean, you're gonna see this after the draft already happened, so let us know if we're right or wrong in the comments, I suppose. Probably gonna be wrong about a lot of things, but what do you do?
And if not, we'll get back to you next week.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
So, with that being said, I would like to remind you that the Chief Seats podcast is powered by Rogue Energy, the ultimate
No
energy
way.
drink. 0 sugars, 0 fillers, 5 calories, and loaded with brain enhancing nootropics at optimal levels, Bryson.
Yeah.
Can you feel
believe
it?
it when I see it.
Can you feel it
I'll believe
injected straight into your fucking veins?
Gonna pull that.
That's not a recommendation to inject Rogue Energy straight into your
Do not-
veins,
Pretty
but
sure you die.
Do not.
nonsense. It'll
Pretty sure the carbonation would.
Don't inject anything into your veins. Leave that to the doctors. Please.
Yeah.
maybe if you're a pussy. But
Hear that, kids? Don't do drugs.
go to rogueenergy.com. Use the code HARDCOUNT at checkout for 10% off. Please, we need money.
I don't know how to spell that.
Oh, you don't, Dalton? You don't know how
I
to spell
don't,
hard
Jared, I don't
count?
know how to spell that.
Oh, well, maybe if you weren't smooth brained, you'd know that it's spelled HARDCOUNT. That's HARDCOUNT. Hard
Yeah,
count.
See, you're smooth brain too, huh?
At checkout for 10% off. When I sometimes.
Only half smooth brain.
Yeah,
It's better than you.
I got some folds, some ridges.
About as bald as a baby's ass up there.
Yeah, is that what it is? All right,
Oh, sorry, about as smooth as a baby's ass. I fucked that one up.
that's about right. I mean, well, actually, I guess not all bald heads are smooth. You've seen some people that got really nasty ass heads. They got the bulldog head.
Damn.
He's got the ridges on the back of his head. Jesus Christ. All right, we're done.
That's it.
Bye bye.